else to try.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's... Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Go on. Grab a few of those... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Look at that! That's more than anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Now remember, a wand is not a trap. That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
What are you up to now?
They're simply too much.
Not the best idea to start.
That was it!
Maybe Aura's or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor, I saw an all about it on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in...
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Remember,
Revelio.
Could not be that colour, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Oh! Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gary.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice, a well-prepared witch or wizard, always has a few potions on hand.
I brewed an Endurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during...
My Wiggenweld potions...
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gary. For the rest of term.
brother decided.
This looks intriguing.
It is good to see you.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Revelio. Reparo.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Arn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example. Why is it crap? No. Hello?
How many of you are there?
Kiss prey. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Levioso!
No! I won't rest. You're dead. Can't handle a little altercation.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Accio! Levioso!
I'm a
Protego!
Victory is ours.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
Protego!
Get accustomed to that!
Accio! Incendio! Accio!
I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Lumo! Accio!
I will have my revenge!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Levioso!
One less human.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
One less human to worry. You won't stop me. Easily diverted. Ooh, this should hurt.
Levioso!
You
Accio!
Put me down!
Protego! Accio!
Childish!
Levioso!
You can't stop us. Much too slow. A miss! I've been fighting since before you were.
You should have kept your distance.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Up for a minute!
How many of you are there?
Incendio!
Someone there? Pity.
When are you going to give up? That was unimpressive. Is that the best you can do?
That was meant for me?
Accio.
Not quite.
Levioso. Accio.
Kill.
Down!
Incendio.
You are postponed here! Let me out! That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Incendio. Lumos.
You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
Protego.
How can they take it on this land?
Levioso.
This is sad. Really, it is.
Incendio.
Easily dive.
Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Stop me.
Accio.
Stop.
Incendio.
Was that your best?
Levioso. Accio.
Are you quite finished?
Incendio. Accio.
That was pitiful child.
How many of you are there?
What? Who's that?
Levioso. Incendio. Luma. Accio.
Oh, you were born.
Lumos. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio.
It was almost too easy. What's that? Enjoy!
How many of you are there?
How nice of
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Little moon calf. Far from home, eh?
You're so very weak.
Accio.
Glance off of me.
Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Losing your stride.
Luma.
Much too slow.
Back to the bench, death.
Accio.
Is that the best you can do?
Levioso.
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Accio.
That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Incendio.
You're fortunate. That could have been far more painful.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
you will regret coming here.
Not quiet enough. You won't stop me.
Can't handle a little altercation.
Deadly mistake.
I won't rest.
Dead.
Protego. Lumos. Accio. Incendio. Accio.
Lumos. You were warned, but you wouldn't hear it.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
Come on there.
Ranrock won't be stopped!
Was that your best?
Accio.
Pity. Oh, right.
Protego. Accio. Levioso. Levioso. Incendio.
Not quite. You were never going to win.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
One less.
Not.
Who's there? It's off of me.
Accio. Incendio. Lumos.
Resistable. You won't
Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
You're finished.
How many of you are there?
How nice of you. Come on there. Ready to fight.
Accio. Lumos. Accio.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Incendio.
Was that your best, eh?
For a bit of dying, are we?
Levioso. Accio.
Went this way.
How many of you are there?
Over here! Enjoy suffering, do you?
Pity. Not quite.
Accio.
Not quite.
Incendio. Lumos. Lumos. Levioso. Lumos.
Enough of this.
Enjoy sunlight!
How many of you are there?
How nice.
Why have you not run away?
Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
That was meant for me.
Lumos. Incendio.
Kill
Accio.
spells glance off of it.
Levioso. Incendio.
Make quick work of this one.
An intruder!
How many of you are there?
Who's there?
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Afraid to fight?
Ranrock will unite us!
You won't stop me.
Incendio. Lum Accio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
You can't stop us.
Lumos.
What's my hand?
Not your best moment, I fear.
How many of you are there?
Someone.
Enjoy suffering, do ya?
Accio. Leviosa. Incendio.
An intruder! I won't rest. When are you going to give up?
Leviosa. Accio.
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Accio. Lumos. Lumos. Protego. Accio.
That was unimpressive.
Levioso.
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Incendio. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Incendio.
Yes, left me no choice. Up for a bit of dying, are we?
How many of you are there?
Regret coming here. I won't rest. Easily diverted. That was meant to
Up for a bit of dying, are we? What an unfortunate end for you!
You should have fled when you had the chance.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
How many of you are there?
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Protego.
Not quite.
Yeah, really it is.
Your spells glance off of me.
Accio.
Pity.
Leviosa. Incendio. Accio.
Isn't in this at all?
Lumos. Lumos. Protego. Incendio. Leviosa. Lum Accio. Lumos.
You gave me no choice.
Aha! There you are!
How many many of you are there? Lumos.
One less human to worry about.
You won't survive this, my young friend.
Lumos.
You can't stop us. I'll get you.
I should have been. When are you getting
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio.
Not quick enough.
Lumos. Protego. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
I won't rest. Dead.
Lumos. Leviosa.
I'm a...
Lumos. Leviosa.
Let this serve as a warning to others too young to know better.
Not your best moment, I fear.
How many of you are there?
How nice Incendio. Stop by. I will make you. Cut you from shoes to shadow. Not quite.
What an unfortunate disappointment.
Protego.
Easily divert. Was that your best?
Lumos. Accio. Lumos.
Pity. Not quite. Didn't have to end this way.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
How many of you are there?
Incendio. Leviosa.
I feel as though you're not even trying.
You must stop.
Incendio. Leviosa.
That's unimpressive.
How childish! Come here,
Accio. Leviosa. Accio. Protego. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Stop it!
Lumos.
This is sad. Really, it is.
Accio.
Reverend's loyalists will succeed. Enjoy suffering, do you?
How many of you are there?
Such arrogance.
If only Renrock were here to see this.
Not quite.
No!
Lumos. Levioso. Lumo. Incendio. Protego.
I've been fighting since.
Lumo.
Easily diverted.
Levioso. Lumo. Incendio. Accio.
That was meant for me. Was that your best?
An intruder!
How many of you are there?
One less human to worry about.
Incendio.
Well played. Losing your stride.
Lumos.
A miss!
Lumos.
Victory is ours.
Aha! There you are!
How many of you are there?
How nice of you to stop by. You're really not very good at this, are you? Pity, not quite.
Incendio. Lumos. Levioso. Protego. Accio.
Wash my hand. Oh.
Not your best moment, I fear.
How many of you are there?
Chill spells glance off of me.
Sorry, do you? When are you going to give up? Back to the thing, soldier. I feel as though you're not even trying.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Accio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Quite an enchantment. The cards are returning to Arn.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
8 legs is simply too many.
If you're here for my wares...
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.